Que pasa, Mirasa? Crystal Rosas right here inside of our Z100 Artist Interview Lounge presented by Celsius Energy Drinks. Today, she's a reality TV icon, an entrepreneur, always two steps ahead of the curve, whether she's serving looks on The Real Housewives of Miami, revolutionizing online dating with Date.com, or pouring up the smoothest sip with her tequila brand, Olujo. She's beauty, brains, business, mommy. Please welcome the fabulous Larsa Pippen.
Hey, hi.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
How are you? How's today been?
Good. I'm super excited to be in New York. I just love the energy here.
Right? Okay. What kind of a New Yorker are you, though? Like, are you actually like walking in the streets? Do you need to stay in your car?
I'm a bougie New Yorker. I feel like I like a car service where I'm like in and out of everywhere.
Right? And you've been coming to New York for years. What are some of your favorite places around the city?
So last night we went to Crane. Is it called Cranes or Crane? Crane Club. So last night we went to Crane Club. It is so sexy. It is such a beautiful place. We had the best time. I normally go to like Cipriani. We go to Casa Cipriani. We go to Zero Bond. I like the grill. We have our little, favorites.
And so now we see you balancing a Real Housewives and launching tech platforms, co-creating your tequila line. What keeps you motivated to stay in this entrepreneurial world that you have created for yourself?
I just like getting involved in doing things that are organic and that I actually love. I just want to do things that I love and I'm passionate about.
So do you have people around you that are presenting new ideas? Are you thinking of these in the moment?
So the tequila thing happened. My dad 10 years ago called me and he's like, hey, I want to do a tequila. Do you want to do a tequila with me? And I wasn't ready 10 years ago. I was like, I don't have time. My kids are young. Like, I just didn't have time for it 10 years ago. And fast forward, my dad's business partner, sorry.
No, it's all good.
My dad's business partner owned a distillery. And so that's kind of how the whole idea of Alujo started.
Wow. So it is with your dad at this point?
You know what? It's not with my dad, but my dad's business partner owned a distillery, and that's kind of how the conversation came back, 10 years later.
Wow. Yes, that's so cool. And we see that people are always trying to box women in, and they're always trying to label us or say you can't do this and that, but you've broken the mold for a lot of those women, and they see you and how you're an entrepreneur and do your own thing. So where does that confidence to follow what you want to do come from?
I just feel like, I never give up. I don't like to lose. I don't give up. I feel like I just like to keep moving forward. And I think I just have like short-term memory, because if something was really bad, I forget about it after like a day. I'm like, oh, was it really that bad? And so I just kind of keep moving forward and looking into the future, not necessarily the past. Everyone takes L's, every entrepreneur has taken, losses. I just feel like I like to focus on the wins in the future. And that's kind of how my mindset is.
Yeah, and that's important to keep it going no matter what's going on.
Yeah.
And also to think of the growth. I mean, a lot of your fans have seen you grow for years and now to the woman that you are today. So given from when you first started in the spotlight to where you are now, what are some things that you learned along the way that are some differences that you're really proud of?
I just feel like not giving up and being resilient. And when people tell you that it's impossible, I feel like that should motivate you more so than it discourages you.
I love that.
Yeah.
And now with Real Housewives of Miami, we see more of you. You're vulnerable. You're yourself, but you also don't let people run and walk all over you, which has always been you. And it's nice to see that now on Real Housewives. Have there been moments that you are really proud of?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of them. Sometimes when you're among strong, independent women like we are in our show, you can kind of get lost in the sauce. And I feel like it's good to have your voice and speak up and, stand your ground.
What's been one of the standout moments for you filming so far?
I don't know. I feel like all the business ventures that I've done on the show, and I've been able, Bravo's been great and has been able to showcase the things that I've been doing.
Do you think that there's something that's misunderstood about you that's coming out on the show that you would like to clear up or just...
I don't know. I feel like maybe it's my delivery sometimes. Maybe I need to soften the delivery. But I'm from Chicago. I feel like that's how, like, if you say something bad about me, I can say something bad about you. That's just kind of how I grew up.
Yeah, yeah. Was there a moment that made it to air where you were like, maybe I could have worded that differently, or
No, do you know what's crazy? I kind of stand on everything that I say. I don't know if it's good, bad, or crazy, but like people are like, "Do you regret saying that?" And I'm like, "No, that's how I felt at the time." And I don't really regret things. Like I'm not like that. I kind of if I said it, I meant it at that point, and maybe I don't mean it today, but back then I did. I felt some type of way and I said it.
do you think that some of the girls on the show held grudges?
I'm sure. I'm sure. They have to get some of that like Larsa where you don't like look back or like remember all the craziness. Because I swear I could be filming a whole season. As soon as I'm done, I'm like, wait, what did I do again? Because I don't remember. I'm like, I moved on. I'm so it was months ago. I can't remember what I said.
And a lot of the times things get misconstrued, or they
Yeah.
have that where you'll say something off camera and they put it in at that moment,
Yeah, all the time.
and you just kind of scoff at it. Or how do you navigate that?
Yeah, I'm like, oh my God, I wish they knew what I meant. Like I didn't mean it like that. But I feel like sometimes when you're on TV, it can be taken different ways. And it's also like the lens of the people who are thinking it's negative. So you can tell me something and I look at it as a positive. I'm like, oh, that's amazing. That's so good. And then someone else who's negative Nancy can be looking at it and be like, that was rude. You shouldn't have said it like that. So for me, I feel like I'm always positive. I'm always looking at things like the glass is completely full.
And I feel like if more people thought of it that way, then there wouldn't be that
Yeah.
beefs or those.
Totally.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah. Listen, life is good. You've got to celebrate your wins. You've got to celebrate your life and all the great things that, all the magic you have going on in your world.
And so, of course, when you're filming, so many things is happening. I mean, there's real time, there's the cameras, there's emotions back and forth. Are there ever times where you're filming where you just forget that you're actually on camera?
All the time. All the time. We film so much that you forget the cameras are. Like, so you're saying things. And you know what? I think being on television, sometimes, like, people, you can say one thing and everyone's like, I can't believe she said that. And I'm like, if I had a camera on you, I'm sure you've said some crazy things. Like, I know you've said some crazy things within the last week, by the way.
It's true. I mean, yeah, I don't have cameras on me 24/7, but when we close this door here in the studio, like it's our world, So,
Yeah.
so I feel that. We also know we had that infamous hot mic moment, and all of the reunions. How do you mentally prepare for those reunions? Because everyone knows that the guns are going to come ablazing.
I'm so zen that I just go and kind of like chill. I'm not like stressed out about it. I'm never like stressed out about things like that. I
Hmm.
stress out about things that are not, like I stress out about people that are in my real world, my kids,
Mm.
my businesses, the things that impact me on day to day, not necessarily like hocus pocus.
Hmm. And it's so cool to see that you're open to sharing your relationships on your shows and online, and good and bad comes from that. So, what have you been learning about your life in a public relationship?
My last relationship was really public. My breakup was really public, and that was kind of hard. So, when I started dating Jeff, I really wanted things to be very normal, very quiet. Like, I didn't want to necessarily, like, throw my relationship on Instagram and share it with the world. And then I kind of realized I have to live my life. And if I like a photo of us, like, why shouldn't I post it? Why shouldn't I live in my truth and be happy?
I love hearing that, and I love seeing your perspective on it because I feel like you're just doing things that regular women do. And when guys decide to date more than one person in their life, it's everyone just bats an eye. But it feels like when women or moms do it, it's such a nasty stigma that I don't
I
think is that
know.
necessary. What are your comments on that?
I feel like the people that are negative and commenting on that are people that have never had a successful relationship. They're not like killing it in their personal life, so they're going to sit here and scrutinize someone else. Because the people that are happy, I'm not going on someone else's Instagram page to talk negative. I'm not there hating on anyone. I'm like, I'm in my own lane, I'm in my own vessel, and I'm great at the speed, the temperature of the water. Like, I'm good. So it's like I'm going to post whatever I want, I'm going to do whatever I want and be happy.
How do you stay grounded in that? Because there was so much hate and backlash towards you, but when we're chatting, when you come in and whatever you say, it's all just love, and you're telling people to do what they want to do, but people don't do that too. How do you stay grounded in that positivity?
I just don't really give a shit. I just don't care. I don't care about the 1% or the, two people that are on Instagram or on Twitter that are just writing all the negative comments. I feel like for me, like, I have great kids. My kids are so amazing and they're successful and they're like loving. And I feel like that's what matters the most to me. And I feel like my friends and my relationships that I've worked on for so many years, I think that's like more important to me. That equates happiness to me more so than having fake love on IG. I don't care about the fake love. I have enough real love in my life.
Aww. And we also love seeing that you're invested in helping other people find love.
Totally.
You're stepping into the dating space, date.com. So cool. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What made you want to get into that venture?
So last year, me and my two best friends were single, and it was a Friday night, and I'm like, hey guys, let's go on some dating apps. Let's look and see what's online. And so we did, and I didn't like any dating app that was out there. I'm like, I don't feel like I could ever meet someone and just give them my phone number. And so I helped create date.com. It is powered by AI. It's basically fixed every kink in every dating app. So you can't get catfish because you have to use the camera that's on the app to take a photo. You can't upload a filtered photo. And then you can voice call and FaceTime call on the actual app. So you don't have to give someone your personal phone number, which for me, like if I'm trying to get to know someone, I'm a phone person. Like as soon as I start dating someone, I don't really just start going out with them. I'm like, hey, call me, text me. We talk on the phone. I get to meet your friends. I want to hear all your stories before I even put myself out there to like go out with you physically. So that would never work for me on these other dating apps. And so date.com built, a FaceTime call where you can FaceTime on the actual app, voice call on the app, and you can mass text. So if you're getting to know 5 guys and you just want to, if you want to be a player, if you want to get to know 5 different guys, you can text 5 guys and say, what do you have going on this weekend? It's just, I feel like it's just such a genius way of dating. So I'm really excited about it.
Wait, that's so fun that you, through your own experience, were like, these are not doing it for me. Can we just like...
Yeah. I was like, I love tech. Like, I love that space. I invested in like Halo, a dog collar. It was basically like an idea that a friend of mine had, and basically it tracks your dog, how many miles your dog... It's the iPhone for your dog. And it's just genius. And then I invested in a company called Total Digital Weight Training that you can have in your house. I just love tech. I love this space. I just feel like I want to work smarter, not harder.
Totally.
Yeah.
And with date.com, it's so cool that you are catering these experiences you've had to the app.
Totally.
And also what women want. Like me too. Like I don't need to actually spend my physical time with you. Like I will get a good read if we FaceTime or text, and I don't need you to have my number because that's too intimate.
Right? Like you want to get to talk to someone, get to know them on the phone first without giving you any personal information. And I also feel like date.com doesn't store any of your personal information. We don't have your credit card number, anything. Everything is done through the App Store. So you feel safe. You're not feeling like there's this dating app that's going to sell my information.
Yeah. Let's do this segment called Cringe or Not, the
You're
dating app edition, date.com edition. So I'm going to throw out some scenarios and you're going to tell me, is this cringe or not? What do you think? Has this happened to you? Cringe or not, having nothing in your bio except your zodiac sign.
Super cringe. Super cringe. You got to have something to say. Like what?
Cringe or not, he only has shirtless mirror pics.
Cringe. I don't like guys that take selfies like that.
It's weird.
It's not cute. Yeah, it's not cute.
Cringe or not, he messages you, hey.
Cringe. You definitely have more to say than hey, or you're going to get blocked.
Cringe or not, he put that he's 6'2", but you meet him and you know he's not.
Oh, heck no. I like tall guys, so that's definitely cringe. I'm not doing that.
How are we going to verify height on date.com?
Well, because the app is powered by AI, so if you say that you have a Ferrari, it asks you to take a photo with a Ferrari. If you say you have a yacht, it asks you to upload a photo or take a photo with you in front of your yacht. So there's a lot of technology behind date.com. I'm sick of my friends saying they've been catfished. One of my girlfriends was on this one dating app, and this guy said he had a yacht, and then she ended up going on a date with him, and it was definitely not a yacht, it was a dinghy. It was literally the size of a bathtub. So yeah, I'm trying to make sure that all my friends, guys and girls, do not get catfished. That's why you need to go on date.com and, get to know the real person.
Dang, those catfishes.
It's a real thing.
They're
It's a
so
problem.
out there on either end.
First of all, and then I had another friend in LA that went on a date with a guy, and his photo, when she sent me his photo, I'm like, he's so cute. And then when she went on a date with him, I FaceTimed her and I was like, is that his dad that you're with? And she's like, no, that's him. I'm like, that is not the same guy from the photo on the app. And so
Those are some 90s headshots.
girl, it was like a photo we had from 10 years before. So, yeah, we want to make it easier for people to date.
I'm glad you're eliminating those issues. They're
It's
huge
like,
issues.
life is too short to waste your time on hocus pocus.
Cringe or not, you match with them and they immediately asked for your Instagram.
That's not really cringe because I want to know. I want to know what guy, when I meet a guy, I'm like, what's your Instagram? Because that tells a lot about you. I want to know what you're about, what you like, where you go, who your friends are. It all determines who you are.
Cringe or not, he only has group photos.
No, I kind of like that. I like that. You're like a guy's guy. You like to hang out with your friends. You're social. I like that.
Cringe or not, he's showing off the fish he just caught.
Oh, he's a farmer. He's country. He's natural. It's probably not for me, but maybe someone else likes it. That's cute.
That is cute.
Yeah, it's cute. He likes to fish. I get sick on boats that rock back and forth, so I wouldn't want that. But yeah.
I want to talk about your tequila line. We did a little bit. Olujo, congratulations.
Thank you.
What was the testing and tasting process for that like? Because you got to have a good taste.
Oh, if you only knew how many times I went to Mexico to try the different tequilas and add the ingredients, and I wanted it to be smooth, but yet, I didn't want it to be where it had no vanilla or anything like that. So I wanted it to have a little bit of flavor, but not too much, because, if you take straight tequila without little hocus pocus, it's hard. So I wanted it to be smooth. It was my friends and I were drunk literally for months because we would do so many tastings, and by the time you're done with like 20 tastings a sitting, you're just like, oh my god, I'm lightheaded. And I'm like, wait, you need coffee in between, yeah, to make sure that you like it.
So then how did that moment feel when you finally got the perfect taste?
It was amazing. It was so good. I'm so proud of it. It's just it was an amazing process. We started this 3 years ago. It's taken a long time. I feel like to have something that's ultra premium and something that you're super proud of, it's not an easy thing.
Mm-hmm.
We had our bottle designed, in Europe. It's a beautiful ceramic bottle that's made in Mexico City. So it was hard getting all these different components put together to make a lujo.
Mm-hmm. So we've seen a lot of different celebrities launch their tequila brands and get cultural backlash for not also respecting the culture. How have you been navigating that and that conversation?
I mean, listen, you have to understand where, tequila comes from and appreciate Mexico, the people that have been there, and, the fruits of their labor. And I feel like it's really important to acknowledge that.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate you saying that because there's a lot of people that have just been quiet and just want to push that to the side. But
yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm. And what's something you've learned about yourself with these new business ventures you're into and being a businesswoman yourself?
I feel like I like helping other people. And I feel like that it kind of trickles down. And I think when you're helping other people, it like opens doors up for you too. And it's just like good, positive energy. And it's reciprocated in different ways when you're trying to help other people, and it just it's like a rollerball effect.
Mm-hmm. Have there been any business ventures that haven't worked out for you that you learned from anyways?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, of course. I'm trying to think of which. Yeah, there was a couple that were some losses.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so what do you learn from when that happens?
I learned that you have to, there's times where I felt like I was investing in the person that I was doing business with because they were highly educated and they spoke, they knew the talk and they spoke really well, and they were, Cornell, MBA and all this stuff. And I feel like the concept has to be good, not just the person, and sometimes people buy into the person more so than the concept.
That's good to know. And maybe they're a good salesperson, but the
Yeah.
product isn't.
Right. I feel like a lot of times, like, you're investing in the person, and sometimes the person will not show up the way you think they're going to show up.
Yeah, yeah. We have a promotion going on right now, our Z100 million dollar summer,
Oh my God, I love that.
right? Where a
Yeah.
listener could win $1 million, a chance for it.
What? That's
I
so
know.
cool.
What advice would you give to our listener that wins that chance at $1 million?
I would say live under your means, invest your money properly, and don't spend your money on all your friends and family. Because you know what happens? I feel like when you help people, they only remember it for such a short period of time. You can do so much for people and they forget it so fast. It's crazy.
Wow.
Have you ever thought about that?
No, because I haven't been asked for help too much
Oh,
lately.
you can do the world for your friends and family, and the one time you don't, they just remember that one time that you didn't. They're like, "Oh, she doesn't do anything for me." I'm like, "I've been carrying you on my back for 20 years."
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've had a lot of that, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, when I was married to Scotty, I feel like everybody used to expect us to do everything for them. It was very normal.
How did you navigate that?
He was really nice. You know, he has 11 siblings. He's taken care of all of them, bought all of them homes, cars, put their kids through school. But you can do so much. And, you know, if you don't do one thing, I feel like people forget all the good that you've done for them.
That's really good advice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I feel like give it to them slowly.
Yeah.
Increments.
Payment plans.
Yeah, exactly. So if you win that $1 million, you want to take care of your friends. Maybe you give them, you know, a little bit at a time.
Do you have any summer bucket lists for this season?
Yeah, I'd like to finish this house. I'm just working on my house, really. I'm focused on my house, and my kids are everywhere. They're all traveling. Everyone's on their own journey. So this is like the first summer with just Sophia and I. So we've just been working out, having swimming competitions in our pool and cooking together. So it's been fun.
It's been fun also seeing your journey and everything that you've been through and the person that you are and showing it on camera to us.
Oh.
Thank you for being yourself. What would you like your legacy to be?
I don't know. I feel like I want my legacy. I want, you know, when I was married at 22 years old and I was married to an NBA player, and I felt like people liked that title for me, but I saw so much more for me.
Mm-hmm.
And so maybe like an entrepreneur, you know, someone that's hit some home runs, stuff like that.
Yeah. What are you excited about the future coming up the next year, the next few years?
I'm really excited about my new relationship. I feel like I'm really happy. I'm in a really good place. We're just making big plans these days. So it's fun.
Yes. And right now in this moment, how does it feel to be Larsa Pippen?
It always feels good. It always feels good to be me. It's weird because I'm always happy and I feel like I'm always winning. I wake up every day thinking I'm so lucky I'm winning. Even when there were times where I really wasn't, but my mindset was like, I'm killing it. I'm so happy. Everything is so great. Like even when things are not like that, I feel like if you wake up and you have that attitude, I feel like good things will come to you and good things, you know, will follow you.
I believe that too. Your brain, your reality is your
Yeah,
first thoughts.
totally.
So if you can control your thoughts, then that is what your reality is.
Totally. And listen, sometimes you got to live in Delulu land, and that's okay. You're like, I'm killing it, but you're not. But it's okay.
I think that's so important too. Congratulations on everything. Thank you so much. We know you're very busy, and we really appreciate you coming to spend some time with us and chat about everything you have going on and in the future. And we can't wait for the next chat and to see what else you have coming in the pipeline. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Of course.
Thanks.